Imiss issa li jidħol fit-tank Marco Filippi li se jkun qed jispjega kif il-prodott tiegħu kapaċi joffri soluzzjoni għal dawk kollha li jkollhom bżonn jikru karozza.
Hello everyone, I am Marco Filippi from Italia, CEO and founder at Volvero, and today I'm presenting you our business opportunity. I will ask for an investment of 180,000 euro.
For how much?
We will discover this later after the presentation.
Oh, right. I read that somewhere. Suspense works, right?
I want to bring you back for a second to your last trip, last summer. Probably you just arrived to your final tourist destination. And the first thing you want to do is to jump on a car and to visit the surroundings. My question for you is, how was your last car rental experience? So most of the time, people hate car rentals services because they are very unclear in terms and condition. People hate the user experience and also the quality for what you pay. So for this reason, we have created Volvero, which is an app for connecting owners of different type of vehicles with a community of drivers. Thanks to our solution, indeed, who has a standing vehicle can share ownership costs with local communities that are willing to rent for a car or a vehicle for 1 day or more. Thanks to Volvero, we reduce the pollution and also the waste, the areas that are wasted in the cities for parking cars that stand idle for most of the time. The total market opportunity is more than 200 billion. There are two relevant competitors in the United States, Tour and Getaround, while in the rest of the world and the European Union, the situation is quite fragmented. Our number one advantage is that we created an insurance policy starting from the scratch that can be easily deployed across countries. So we are in the position of scaling and becoming the number one European player in the ecosystem. How do we make money? We're retaining a percentage on each transaction. So far, we generated more or less 200,000 euro since when we first rolled out. We are hereby looking for 180,000 euro as part of a bigger round of 1.2 million, which is almost covered. So if you want to join, we will be happy to close the round finally. How we are deploying the capital is by investing in marketing, increasing the team size, and also in R&D. Dear Sharks, I am Marco Filippi, CEO and founder at Volvero. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Marco. Thank you. I personally feel that it's obviously something which is very new. Why should I be choosing you from the rest of the market? And how are you going to put yourself out there with, let's not even say the top players, but with the medium players?
What are we doing differently are mostly three things. So one is the insurance we have developed. So if for us it takes a couple of months to scale to country B, for our competitors, that can take up to 1 year. So this is a huge advantage. The second point is the great user experience and the technology layer. And the third is the team and the current investors. Because as I told you before, I presented 4 core team members, which are like world-class players. And also among our current investors, we have very relevant players in the industry, like the European Institute of Technology Urban Mobility, the European Institute of Technology Climate Kick, and the Impact Hub.
But how are you going to put it out there for the people to see this?
This is more connected to marketing, probably.
Yes, but there's a lot of marketing, trust me.
It's a lot of marketing, and indeed, we are going to invest a relevant part of this amount into communication and marketing activities.
It's quite a disruptive approach, what you are proposing here, and clearly it's an alternative to what's out there. What is worrying me is the logistics of it, how you will validate the information of someone booking, or the ease of doing business, or the payment gateways. And this brings me to ask, what is the condition of the car being used? there is fuel or not in
If it breaks down.
If it breaks down, if it has a flat tire.
It's a very complex business. Payments, we are already integrating with Stripe, which is the #1 provider for this type of issues. And for the last point, the condition of the car. That's why we created our own insurance policy. We know that there are all of these challenges and complexities, but we are also solving them.
I was going to add about damages and traffic offenses, crimes committed. The insurance on that side would be really high.
It is, but insurance players like what we are doing because it's also an opportunity for doing new business. So all of this complexity can also be turned into something positive.
There was already a car-sharing business in Malta which closed its doors and left the island. And the main problem of this business model, the amount of damages that these cars used to have.
And accidents.
And accidents. And there was a fatal accident, actually, which made the company close its doors.
We ask for people to have at least 3-year driving experience. And through telematics, that is also one of our assets in our app, we are able to create a better system where better drivers are rewarded with credits that can be spent for future uses. Yeah, we have to understand better if, like Malta could be an interesting market opportunity, but we are talking about a global business here.
People are changing, mentality is changing. But I can't see him putting his cars on the market. I wouldn't rent mine.
How many cars do you have on the market right now in the
How many people
operating market?
So, Alex, the question is great, but like we are not probably targeting Michael and these Ferraris. So there are 7 billion people on Earth. We can't have all of them as clients, probably.
From my end, I like, obviously, the idea, but I'm not 100% sure about it. So I'll be out from this investment.
I like the idea, actually, but to some extent, I just don't feel like there's enough people who would like to rent someone else's car without knowing whether it's clean or not, and there's some issues there, and so for me, I'm out.
The truth is, he has already a strong investment, you know. That's what makes me...
I'm an old fuddy-duddy guy, and this new world baffles me, honestly, sometimes. No, I won't be making an investment there. Thank you.
I'll pull out myself too.
Marco, maybe we're not seeing something that
Exactly.
is there.
We're not seeing something probably that...
There is a lot of positive in your proposal and also some questions that in my head they are not resolved, and for that reason I will not be investing, but wish you all the best. I know you're tenacious. You'll not let down.
No,
Yes.
great team.
You'll do well.
It's a great team. Yeah. Thank you.
All the
Thank you.
best.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marco. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll see you.
Bye.
Thank you, Mark.
So wait,
I think there's something.
wait,
Lele, this is a business in the US. It's been going in the Bay Area and San Francisco. There are a couple of companies that are doing
No,
well.
it's-
But they are hippies there. They're 10,
Listen,
15 years ahead of time.
Even though they didn't invest, I really had great time. I liked the questions. They were all like super smart. So it's a very valuable experience that will help us to reach the next steps. I'm super happy to spend the time here with the Sharks and also to be here.